Before we dive into what we're going to dive into, I just want to say thank you to everybody who has been supporting me on whatever social media platform. If it's this video on YouTube, extra big thank you, because I don't know what it is about asking someone to click a YouTube link, but it's really hard to get someone to do that. So if you're watching, thank you very much. If you're watching this anywhere else, I don't know why you are, because you're not going to get the whole thing. That said, I'd like to thank YouTube for sending me this special plaque. Presented to SamCon for passing 431 subscribers, so that's awesome. I can't wait to hang this up. I wanted to make more videos on here, but the last video I made was in July, and then I just kind of fell off. So hopefully I can be more consistent this year. A lot of you have given me really positive feedback, which I really appreciate. I take to heart. One such comment I think about on a weekly basis, and that is from the Groovester, who said, "It is very unsettling to see you in the widescreen format." Tell me about it. Earlier this month, I was out on a run and I was contemplating life. I was thinking about my goals, how I'm almost 40, things I've wanted to do, things I wish I could stop doing, just thoughts happening. And to be honest, I was kind of bummed out about it. But when I got back, I saw a notification on my phone from one of the news apps that I use. A magical string of 12 words put me in a, "Hey, life is going to be okay" mode. 90 Day Fiancé star retires from selling farts after heart attack scare. Manna from heaven. Naturally, this was a gift for the internet. Everyone was going to talk about this. YouTubers, podcasters, you have to talk about this. You can't ignore this. You have to talk about it. The problem with these stories is that very thing, is that everyone is going to talk about it. The shelf life of an internet joke or meme or whatever or hot topic isn't very long for the most part. The fact I'm just now talking about it after it's been over for like 3 weeks is I might as well be talking about Damn Daniel, if you remember Damn Daniel with the white vans and he was back at it again. But I have a valid reason for my tardiness, as you'll soon find out. When I first read about this, I instantly had to know more.
I had to.
Is this real? Is this a real thing? There's no way this is real. There's all sorts of weird shit on the internet, but there's no way this is real. I refuse to believe it. I thought it was an elaborate viral marketing ad for Tums or something. But I read on about Stephanie Maddow's jar farting business. It's a real thing. She was making $50,000 a week, blasting off into little jars and selling them. That was it. She was eating huge protein shakes and black bean soup and eggs and milk and whatever would make the best or worst product, and boom, $1,000 per jar. Enjoy. But what happened was she was farting too much, and she got like chest pain and didn't feel good. She thought she was having a heart attack, having a stroke, and she had to go to the ER and get checked out. I thought I was having a stroke, and these were my final moments. I was overdoing it. You think? Doctors advised her to change her diet. Fortunately, she recovered from her scare. She had like blood work done and all this stuff, and the doctors essentially said, "Hey, you need to stop doing this. Like, don't do it anymore. Here's a gas suppressant. Go home, live your life." So I'm glad she's okay. I mean, chest pain is never a fun time. I'm happy that this wasn't the way that she was going to exit this world. And I wholeheartedly hope she lives a long and tootful life. Look at my eczema, it's all flared up. Now, I'm not here to yuck anyone's yum or shame anyone for being into this. There's worse things you could be into, right? Like, if your estranged uncle died and you went to go clean out his garage, wouldn't you rather find a bunch of fart jars than like Jeffrey Dahmer stuff? That is a rhetorical question that you don't have to answer. Anyway, I had to know about this. I didn't want to, I had to. How does it work? Do you quickly fart in the jar and seal it? Are you clothed? Do you spray like an adhesive spray to trap it in? I don't know. So I went on Google and I searched fart jar and I got these results. How long does a fart smell last in a jar? Can you trap a fart in a bottle? Can you mail a fart? Can you freeze a fart? What happens if you fart in someone's mouth? Is smelling fart is good for health? Will a fart stay in a jar? And my favorite, can you fart out of your pee-pee? I did find what I think is closest to the scientific explanation as possible, which is if the fart is contained in an airtight jar, then it cannot diffuse. It stays concentrated and keeps its smell for years and years on end since it cannot escape, which makes sense, I guess. What this means is these people are asking these questions, but you can only read so much of this before your curiosity gets the best of you and you end up looking up the product. Do you see where this is going? So I went on Etsy. I figured these are homemade items, so they should be on Etsy, right? Quite a few fart jars, and lots of people with said fart jars sitting in their cart. One of them I saw with 30 people with this item in their cart. And I wasn't sure if it was because of the surge from Stephanie's story or if this is how the business always is. Maybe this is a very popular thing I just didn't know about. I browsed around, I read descriptions, I got an idea of the prices, I figured I learned enough. That's enough. But then I decided, no, Sam, you have to do this. You need to know. So for $42.49, I found one. And with $7.08 shipping and $4.09 tax, I was the proud owner of a fart in a jar for $53.66. What have I done? I went out to Subway for an I can't believe I just did that meal, and I got an email from Etsy shortly after. We are refunding your money because the shop was in violation of something. Here's your money back, sorry. So there you have it. It's a scam, Sam. I'm very sadly enjoying my sandwich when I get an email from the woman herself. We're gonna call her Jane. Hey Sam, I'm really sorry my shop closed. If you still wanna do this, I can do it for you. Just shoot me a text. I should note she lives in the United Kingdom, so I was hesitant to be doing any kind of transaction outside of like an app. But I figured my foot is no longer in the door, it's my entire body. So keep going, Sam. Hey, how's it going, Jane? I'm still interested in this. Cool, I can do the thing for you. I doubt she cared at all, but I felt like I had to explain why I wanted it. I just felt like the universe needed to know my true intention. Jane, I want to make a hopefully humorous video where I review a fart jar. Would you be my person? Oh my god, what a fun idea. I'm gonna go to the gym and I'll get right on your jar when I get back. Thanks, Jane. Now, she actually sent a video of herself doing it as proof, which was very sweet of her. I didn't want to watch it until I got the jar so I could just do everything at once. I am 100% certain I can't show the video based off the thumbnail alone because definitely no. And I don't know about the sound either, so I'm gonna just play it safe. I'm gonna listen with my headphones on. It's only 18 seconds, so here we go. Okay. Oh, that's how they do that. Okay. Okay, she did it. Fragile. Now before I do this, I want to say I don't know how I feel about the afterlife. If there is one, what happens to us after all this, but in the event that there is an afterlife, and my loved ones are watching me right now, Dad, Grandma, Grandpa, who I never got to meet, but I hope that you're somewhat proud of me. I just want to say I'm sorry for what you're about to see, and I hope it doesn't deter you from continuing to watch over me and make sure that I make good decisions in my life, maybe excluding this one. Okay, so here it is. I took a while struggling to open it up, so I just cut that part out. Man, I hate that I feel like I have to like dig into this, like really get my face in there, because I don't want the smell to escape right when I open it, but I also don't want it to like nest in my nasal region. So I'm gonna treat this like a new book smell that I wanna really appreciate and stuff my face in. So look away if you don't wanna see this. I don't blame you at all. Oh, it's tight. Oh, it's real tight. Okay, it's real. It's a real thing. This was real. This was real. This is real. So I have to rate this, I guess, on a scale from 1 to 10. I don't really know how it would work. I guess 1 would be it doesn't smell, or it's really smelly. I guess it would be it doesn't smell. 10 being extremely pungent. I suppose if we assume me, the buyer, is into this and expecting more bang for my buck, I would give this a 10 without hesitation. 10. Okay, I did not notice there's a little note in here, so I'm going to... Oh, enjoy. Too late for that. I'm just gonna put that there. Jane and Stephanie, I have to respect their transparency with what they're doing. I mean, they could have easily bought like a fart spray, just opened up a whole bunch of jars, just been done in 1 minute. But no, this is like real, this is raw stuff. I mean, Stephanie had to go to the ER for what she was doing to her body. That's, you're suffering for your art. for your fart. And can I just say how amazing technology is? You have a woman 5,000 miles away who I've never met, I'll never meet, who is able to communicate with me and fart in a jar and mail that fart all the way over to me. This jar flew on a plane. It crossed the Atlantic Ocean. And me, a guy from America, was able to open the jar and get a whiff of it as though I was sitting next to her in a movie theater and she had too many Raisinets. I mean, you have to admit it's kind of cool, right? Like a little bit, it's kind of cool. I don't know, maybe this is the feeling people get when they buy a fart jar. Maybe it's like it's a connection they feel with a person. Or I'm thinking too much and people just love the smell of farts. Anyway, that's it. Thank you, Jane, for doing this for me. I really do appreciate it. I'm sorry that Etsy shut down your site. I wish I could give this a positive rating and whatnot. If you'd like to support Jane, I don't think I could post any of her links. I might get in trouble, so message me on like Instagram and I'll pass her information along. I think this may have been my last video. I don't know. Thank you again to those who tuned in. I'm sorry you had to see this. If you think of me in a different light, so do I. I appreciate it. I appreciate the support as always. And if people like this widescreen format of me enough, maybe I'll do some more videos. I don't know. Okay, I think I'm done.